I don't think I necessarily have test anxiety. I think everybody gets a little nervous before taking a test. As someone that's dealt with anxiety for a long time, I'm actually surprised I don't get real anxious before a test because pretty much, I study effectively um, and I go into the test with a positive attitude, telling myself that I'm going to get the grade that I deserve. I know I've worked hard. Um, Last week, I actually had a big midterm in my art class. That one, it did make me a little nervous because it was all essay questions, and I don't think anybody really likes essay questions. But I worked really hard. I come home and I would study every night, reciting all of my answers to myself without looking at my paper. And the day of the test, we couldn't really get into the classroom as early as we usually do because the previous class was still taking a test. So I pulled out my paper as we were standing in the hall and went over it as much as I could. As soon as I got to my seat, I was still looking over the paper until, the instructor told us to put away our notes and whatnot. And throughout the whole test, I felt like I did really well. Everything was coming back to me. I think that was because I was constantly reciting all my answers, throughout the whole week. And honestly, on the way to school, I had previously recorded my answers on my phone, and I drive an hour one way just to get to class. So I hooked it up to my car and I had it on repeat the whole time, the whole drive to school. So it was playing over and over in my head until time to take the test. So, like I said, therefore, I think I did really well on the midterm. I'm going to use that strategy from now on. Maybe recording my answers and letting it play over and over. And also, getting to class early and sitting in the same seat, I think, helps as well. And that's what I do in my art class. I always sit in the same seat and I always go over my notes, until it's time to put everything away.